the Biscuits and Blurays podcast, where we watch Blu-rays and the Biscuit built this in a cave with a box of
rock and roll.
Oh, I was doing the thing from the movie we just watched.
All right, do it again.
I don't want to now.
Do it again.
The Biscuits built this in a cave with a box of scraps.
That was beautiful.
Did you like it?
Very much so.
But you were doing Starship, weren't you? Why?
We built this city
in a box of scraps.
That should have been the real words.
We're your hosts, James and Jade.
Hi.
Have you missed doing this?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
You've been doing all the content now, all
Yeah.
by yourself. Not been doing the podcast. Now you've been brought back to life.
Like
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
So our last film we did was Moonwalker. Do you remember that?
I do, yes.
That is where a man turned into a robot.
And it made you think of this.
And it made me think of this. Actually, no, this was all your idea.
Yeah, because we've mentioned it a few times before, haven't we? But you've never been bothered, really, in watching the Marvel movies.
Okay, this comes at a point in our life where we can give or take the MCU.
Yeah, like we know that the good old days are more or less behind them.
Yeah, it's an obligation to see them now. So if you want a good opinion of these movies,
and something really in depth, this
don't
ain't
come
gonna be
to
for
us.
You. Yeah.
So, but you haven't seen most of these. Am I right?
Haven't, no.
You barely saw this one.
I knew bits about this one.
You kept asking me when that child was going to rock up and build a suit for him.
Yeah, and Pepper get all the things in her arm.
Yeah, everyone knows that's Iron Man 3.
Well, I don't know that, unfortunately. I told you I wasn't as up to date on the MCU.
Okay, but you know.
I've seen some of them at the cinema.
Okay, what was the first one you saw at the cinema?
Captain America?
The first Avenger?
Yeah, which we should have watched first.
No. Okay, so, Jay, this was your idea to do it, but you then wanted to do it
my way.
Chronologically, which is not, I mean, it's a decent way to do it if you care, and I didn't think you cared much to do it.
But why are we doing it this way?
Because this is the order they came out.
But that's not the way I wanted to do it.
You wanted to start with Captain America and the two captains, Captain America and Marvel.
All the captains.
Okay.
Captain, oh my
captain, my captain. But then you've got to take scenes from different movies and piece them all together. It's effort, that one. And everyone knows what this podcast screams is minimal effort.
Right.
So we're starting with 2008's Iron Man.
But he's not the first Avenger.
He is the first of the MCU.
But he's not the first Avenger, though, James.
No, I appreciate that. That comes later. But we can piece it together then.
Okay.
You didn't see this one at the cinema, did you?
No.
Oh, let me tell you about it. Do you remember a time when the MCU didn't exist?
Yes.
What was that like for you?
Do you know, I was rather nonplussed, to be fair.
Okay, great. I remember the last franchise I liked before the MCU was probably Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, yeah. That was massive,
That was huge.
Yeah.
That was the MCU, but arguably cooler.
It is cooler.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe because I'm looking at it through, God, there's loads of these kind of eyes.
Oh, the MCU?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay.
Like the films I've seen, they all feel really samey.
Okay. I think that is an early product of the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
I think they get a bit more varied in the middle. I'd say probably after that first Avengers movie.
Yeah, we will get there.
We'll get there. So Iron Man, 2008, good year. The Dark Knight was due to be out.
People were waiting for that.
People were waiting. I was waiting. And that was a film that people cared about.
Is that the third one?
That is the second one.
Right.
I think you'll find, actually, that's the second movie.
Oh, okay. Because I went to see the third Dark Knight movie at the cinema.
Okay.
That was the first one I saw.
Really?
And you're disgusted by that, aren't you?
That's not a good one to start with, because it's the last one.
Yeah, story about that one, guys, completely off topic, but I remember going and waiting in that screening for the adverts and everything to start, and some twat was playing the Purple People Eater, and it came on again and again.
Oh, yeah.
And it turns out it's because somebody was working at the cinema at that time and had put it on.
Yeah.
Who was that person, James?
That was me. I was in charge of the music and the screens.
So even then, you were annoying me before we'd even met properly.
Is Purple People Eater not a good song for you?
Not when I have to hear it that many times.
I did put it on 1,000 times.
You really did. I remember thinking, I'm going to have to complain to someone in a minute. I don't know why they're playing this again.
Well, I saw the thing coming out of the sky. Iron Man.
I think it was 20 minutes of that. But yeah,
okay.
I digress.
What were we talking about? Okay, so, but this came out of nowhere. I remember when the trailer dropped and people thought, "Oh, this is viral marketing. This is the first incident. This is the first instance. This is the first. That doesn't sound right. This is the first bit of viral marketing we've seen because the news picked it up. Everyone was like, "What's this new Iron Man movie? What's this? And there's nerds everywhere. At which point, it wasn't safe to be a nerd yet. And people were going, "Oh, Iron Man looks okay," and it just dropped.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. Jon Favreau is involved.
Oh, he's so skinny in this one.
2008. It was a long time ago.
Oh
no. RDJ. Should we talk about RDJ?
You can, yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. Of course, we know his past. Do you know his past?
I know part of his past.
It's not really our place to get into it, but he was on a bit of a comeback. A Hollywood comeback, you might say.
Yes.
What do you think?
I think he's good in this. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
I think he's great in this. The problem is now, reviewing this post MCU, is that I'm kind of bored of that.
Yeah.
And I'm bored of RDJ, and it's just the same in everything. He's not the same in Oppenheimer, I don't care. But it's
you can't judge because you've not seen Oppenheimer.
I've not seen Oppenheimer. However, this became a bit of an oversaturation of RDJ, I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, Sherlock Holmes wasn't far behind this.
No. The second one of those I've seen at the cinema.
Why haven't you seen the first?
I don't know.
We need to okay, we'll watch them. I like those movies. But have you seen a film called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
No.
It is a marvellous movie. It's up there. It's the same writer-director as The Nice Guys and that Predator movie that came out.
Okay.
It's a really good crime comedy. It's a good old time.
Yeah.
It's him and Val Kilmer. And that essentially got him this part.
Oh, no, I love that for him because I feel like this really put RDJ on the map, really. It's made him massive.
This is a big surprise.
Yeah.
No, this movie is in general, I think. Now, it's difficult. Is it difficult for you to review this?
A little bit. I'm finding myself going, ooh and ah, because obviously, effects-wise, things have changed since when this came out. I still think they hold up. You know, when you compare them like to the Fantastic Four stuff that we watched earlier this year, the old stuff.
Oh, you're talking like the old Fantastic Four. Okay.
I think the effects in this I think still do look great.
This is the work of ILM, that's Industrial Light and Magic, making that suit look beautiful.
It does look pretty cool, to be fair.
I like the clunky clanky Iron Man suits. I don't love nanotech Tony Stark.
Okay, why?
You know when he presses a button and it just appears on him? I don't care for that.
Okay.
I want the jingle jangle that comes with the. I want the whole rigmarole of getting in the suit. I like that.
I see.
I want it to feel heavy.
You want it to feel Wallace and Gromit.
I want it. That's exactly it. I need it to. He presses a button and his bed tips up.
Yeah, that's how you wish you got dressed in the morning.
That is how I get dressed in the morning.
Oh dear, the dog does it.
The dog does it for me. Gwyneth Paltrow's in this. Good old time for Gwyneth.
She is just a background character, but I think she does have some cute little.
Do you think she's a background character
in this? Yeah.
Love interest.
Yeah, it's kind of teased a little bit, and I think she's all right. She's there.
She's watchable.
Yeah. Obviously, I know she does more in later films because I've seen the third one.
You've seen the third one.
So I
love Iron Man 3. I'm Jade. Whoa.
I wouldn't say I love Iron Man 3. I just say I remember bits of it.
Let me tall you for a fact. I love Iron Man 3.
Oh, do you?
I do. I think it's a great movie. We'll talk about it then.
Okay.
With a ways to go. Jeff Bridges. Bald. Baldy Bridges.
He's good as a villain, I think.
Do you like him as a villain?
Yeah. He's menacing. And the thing is working in industry.
Yeah.
And working in a background where I come across people like that. I feel like I've met him.
Do you come across people like Jeff Bridges all the time?
I have in previous roles, yes.
Bald?
Not necessarily bald, but the same sort of slyness, quite slimy, probably playing both sides, that kind of person. Everyone who's kind of in upper management will know somebody like that or will have met somebody like that.
Yeah. Okay, no, I get that. I don't think I love Jeff Bridges in this.
Why?
I think he's above it. Is that weird?
But you don't think RDJ is, or Gwyneth Paltrow? Who's an Oscar winner?
For what? For what movie?
Shakespeare in Love. How dare you?
How dare I? I haven't seen Shakespeare in Love.
Oh, it's great.
I've heard it's not the best.
Oh, I like that
And
film.
I've also heard it shouldn't have won that year.
Oh, I like that film. It's guilty pleasure of mine.
Okay. Is Shakespeare in love?
He is,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, good for him.
I've already seen it now.
Hey, is it Hamnet? Is it a true story?
Or Shakespeare in Love?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. It's not a sequel to Hamlet.
It's not a sequel to Hamlet, no.
Okay, good. Which we still haven't watched.
I have.
Sad?
It is sad, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not an easy film to watch as a new mum while I'm cradling my baby. It's like, oh, this is not nice. Mm-hmm.
Should we talk about Paul Bettany, Mr. Bettany?
Mr. Jarvis.
Mr. Jarvis. Now, this is a bit trivia I like for him. His agent at the time, well, before they started filming, said, "You'll never work in Hollywood again.
Why?
No one wants you. You were the pale guy in the Da Vinci Code, and now no one will work with you."
The guy whips himself.
Yeah. Do you remember that movie?
I only know it from Epic Movie.
Okay. I think that says more about you than just
It
Paul
really
Bettany.
does. It shows I've been to see some right shit at the cinema.
But then, after that meeting, his agent called him and was like, "There's this role of Jarvis. You just do the voice for it." And he was like, "Yeah." Turns out that's a big deal for him much later on.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, do you know what? I quite like him.
Yeah. I think everyone is good in this. I think everyone is good.
Yeah, they give it a good performance.
Yeah.
Hence why my Letterboxd review was mid.
Yeah.
Because it's mid.
Do you? Yeah, but are you looking at this through post MCU? Like I know for a fact you like a lot more MCU movies than this.
Well, yeah, I will do because I know I like others more than this. But bearing in mind this is the first time I think I've properly seen it.
As an origin story, how does it pan out for you?
And it works.
Bear in mind, we watched not long ago. We watched Batman Begins.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It doesn't feel as complicated as Batman Begins did.
Okay, but that's just Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't find myself boring off a little bit like I did in Batman Begins.
Do you bore off in Batman Begins?
A little bit, yeah. I'm like, come on, get started, because I'm a sucker for the Batman villains, and that's something that the MCU doesn't really have.
Well, strap in because there's so many worse ones coming.
That's the thing for me. When I think of MCU villains, I think of Loki and Thanos, and that's it.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you anymore. Are you going to be like, oh, Age of Ultron? Oh, there's another one.
I think you will get to a point where you do forget that Jeff Bridges was a villain in a MCU movie.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem, because I think with a lot of these superheroes, you need a charismatic villain, and I think that the MCU later on, obviously, we've not got there quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
It does ride on Loki quite a lot.
It really does, doesn't it?
Whereas when I think I've said this in loads of other podcasts we've done, Spider-Man's got amazing villains.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, that's MCU, but I think that Batman still has the best villain.
There will now be a pattern emerging, and you'll notice it. A lot of villains in the MCU are villains of people who hate Tony Stark.
Right.
For example, the Spider-Man ones.
Mm.
So Vulture doesn't like Tony Stark, but Spider-Man.
Spoilers.
We'll talk about it later. But and then Mysterio used to work with Tony Stark and stuff. This performance is so good, and I do think that is. I look at that and I think that's Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Can you see him as anything other than Tony Stark now?
No, I really can't.
And do you think this is going to be a problem for Doomsday?
Yes, I do.
Are people bothered about Doomsday?
People care. I think people have forgot. Because there's no trailers and there's no tickets on sale or anything.
Yeah, there's no real hype, whereas Dune's already been getting hyped. They've already got the tickets out.
Yeah, they've already sold the IMAX tickets. Good for them. We'll see how it pans out. I think there's a lot of interest into how that's going to work.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I just think people have checked out of the MCU because why should they have to do the homework?
Yeah. I think Downey Jr. will bring people in, though.
Yeah, he's an Oscar winner now.
Because I think people will be coming in thinking of Iron Man. I'm just hoping that they can pull out a good film.
I just want it to be good. That's all I need.
I'm sorry to those who said this, but when people were like, "Oh, the MCU is so back with the who were they? The new Avengers."
Well, like the Thunderbolts.
It's not.
Are we going to do the MCU up until Thunderbolts?
I don't want to, but I don't think it is. But Fantastic Four was better for me.
Fantastic Four was good. Yeah. I think with this podcast, we'll probably go up to Endgame and stop there.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe Spider-Man and see how we go. But what's this film about?
We start off with the typical Tony Stark. He's a little bit Bruce Wayne in the fact he's got all this money. He's clever.
Do you think he's
a bit of a playboy?
Do you think he's likable?
Initially, no.
Right.
I think he's got a bit of this wit that people like.
Quick wit.
He's got the quick wit.
Yeah.
But he's an arsehole. He's a weapons manufacturer.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's going to be behind that.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Not for long, though. So he's doing a tour of Afghanistan. He's kidnapped. Bad times. And they're all like, okay, make us this weapon you just made, this Jericho, this weapon of all weapons, please.
Mm-hmm.
They say.
Yeah.
It's a line from the movie. And he's like, well, I'm not going to do that for you. I'm going to secretly build a suit.
Yeah, with my man friend. We're going to make a suit instead.
Call him by his name, please. He did
his name.
Yinsen.
Yinsen.
It is a simple setup,
mm-hmm.
this sort of play-by-play kidnapping, but then you do get a bit of backstory as to what his deal is, Tony Stark.
Yeah, because you do get to see, obviously, that the terrorists have got his weapons, and he's thinking, well, how the hell did you get these?
Yeah, that's not good. That's not what I'm building them for.
And he's told from people, obviously, from his new friend Yinsen, that actually these weapons are being used.
This happens a lot.
Yeah.
Like, deal with it. Which is...
But also gets really innocent people.
Yeah.
This isn't armies going at each other with people in the military. This is innocent. This is families.
Yeah.
That it's been used against.
And he doesn't like that. So
no.
he builds a suit. I could watch him build that suit all day.
Right. So when I come home on Monday, you're going to just be watching over and over again.
Just the montage of
of suits.
Tony Stark building stuff. And I think that's where the strength of the film is, quite honestly.
Right, if there was an 80s montage song played over it, what would it be?
It would be the one you sang at the start of this podcast. We built this city.
I like that.
Yeah. Am I wrong?
No.
Okay, good. But no, actually, maybe glam rock. I think it's a sort. I'll probably stick with We Built This City.
That one.
Yeah, safe. Ironmongering and stuff. Also, like, credit to him. I don't know any weapons manufacturers who actively build the weapons.
Yeah, themselves. But we've already established in the early little montage scene that begins it, that tells us all about Tony Stark, that he's a genius.
He's a smart man.
That he built a circuit board when he was 4. If Ivy can't do that, we're going to have problems.
Ivy is our child and has not yet built a circuit board.
I mean, she's only 6 months, but she'll get there.
She'll get there. We'll do it. We've got 3.5 years.
We've got time.
Yeah, it's fine. He's a bit of a playboy as well. He likes a lady.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
Yeah, that's how they always play these types in the film.
No, I don't think so. I know for a fact you're thinking about Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're completely different people. Do you not agree?
No.
They're the same person.
They're the same person. They both deal in arms in some way.
Okay.
They both got weapons programs.
Yeah.
They're both clever.
Yeah.
The difference is that Tony Stark is not afraid of bats.
Or the press. Because once he's back from...
Oh, yeah. He's like, everybody.
Everyone.
I'm Iron Man. Whereas Batman's like, I'm not going to tell anyone I'm Batman, even though everyone probably knows I am.
Do you want to talk about the reveal of him being Iron Man now, or do you want to leave that till the end?
We can leave it to the end.
Okay, cool. So he's picked up. Fun fact, when RDJ was picked up from rehab, he stopped off for an American cheeseburger. And when Tony Stark is picked up from Afghanistan, he goes for an American cheeseburger.
Good for him.
Parallels is what I'm saying.
I can understand why you would want that.
Favreau cast him because he is Tony Stark in a way.
Yeah.
He's coming back from the brink, essentially. Mm-hmm. And once he does change his mind, Tony Stark is so likable, I think.
Yeah, he goes on this, we're not doing this anymore. This is my new project. My project is to save people. It's to help people. I think there's a bit of an ego in there as well.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I'm going to build myself a suit.
Yeah, I mean, especially the way at the end, obviously, when we get the reveal, that is an ego thing.
Yeah.
It's an ego trip. But I think that is what makes Tony Stark's character the way he is.
I think this is his most likable.
Likeable?
Likeable. This is the most likable he is, this film. I think in other films, he's a bit problematic.
Mm-hmm.
Age of Ultron, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm fully on board with what he's doing. Good times for him. And he's a millionaire.
Do what he wants.
Do what he wants, yeah.
Well, he made mention of it when he was talking about that Jericho missile, that it's 500 million.
Yeah.
So he'll be selling that to all different kinds of militaries.
I believe, what does he say? He says, I believe in the weapon you only get to fire once. That's how Dad did it. That's how America does it. It's worked out pretty well so far.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. However, it's not without problems. First of all, do you like the action of him getting out of the cave? Do you like seeing him with less is more?
I was laughing at first because I said to you, Wicked for Good would have been different if Bok could have turned up with one of those iron suits on.
Yeah.
If I only had a heart. He wanted a heart as well.
Tony Stark doesn't have a heart. He has a big tin thing.
They both wanted one.
He has a reactor to keep the shrapnel from killing him.
Aww.
His girlfriend likes that for him.
She does like that for him. She puts it in a little case
puts it in a little case.
That he breaks because he needs it again.
And he needs it later in the movie. There's no script in this film. Most of this is improv.
Okay.
How do you think? Could you tell?
What, with Gwyneth Paltrow trying to swipe her card on the door?
That is some good swipe acting. I mean, of all films where you see someone trying to open a door with a key card, top tier. Good that would good. She's an Oscar winner. Just FYI. So yeah, but can you tell that there's not much of a script?
So most of it is, how does Tony get to where he is? So a lot of it is montages of him doing his suit, going for flight tests.
Yeah,
that's what you're watching. Effectively, the story comes in last.
That is the strength of the movie, though. I think
it's the origin story, isn't it?
Yeah,
you've got to keep people interested enough to watch the second one to find out where you go from there.
When it does get bogged down with a villain who is just a guy in another variation of a suit, I don't love it. And it happens a lot in these movies.
Yeah, once you put you think you can see it coming from a mile away.
Yeah. Do you think it is predictable?
Yeah.
And this comes from you who's only seen...
Massively, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Big bearded bald man, Jeff Bridges is bad. Rhodey's there. Oh, Rhodey's there.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about his friend Rhodey. His good friend Rhodey.
Rhodey.
Terrence Howard, his not so good friend. We'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think to Rhodey in this one? Because it's different.
Yeah, I'm judging it on what I know the character to later be, and I find him a bit too serious.
In this one?
In the later ones.
Oh, do you think?
But I need to be reminded, because again, it's been years.
Okay. I think Cheadle brings a bit of a charm to it.
I don't know.
A charm that Terrence Howard maybe doesn't have. And the problem is, RDJ is so charismatic and so bouncy. This is a bouncy performance. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That Terrence Howard seems a bit stoic.
I feel like they come across more as believable friends, though.
Okay.
Not quite the kind of believable friends you have with Steve Rogers and...
Bucky.
Mr. Falcon.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I feel like they've got a bit more of a bromance sort of thing that I find a lot more believable.
Yeah. What is interesting is that when this film starts, it has the Paramount logo instead of the MCU stuff.
Yeah, because it wasn't there then, was it?
Do you remember? Oh, well...
Remember the time
where Disney didn't own much.
Where Disney didn't own the world. Now it does.
Paramount Marvel had Paramount to thank for all this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good gamble.
Yeah.
This did make money. It did very well. Got nominated for 2 Oscars as well. Sound and visuals.
Yeah. Sound and vision. Yeah, you can
vision.
You can tell.
The problem is it came out the same year as The Dark Knight.
Right.
Do you see?
Yeah. Problem is, though, is the performances in The Dark Knight was always going to top this.
But it's different.
Yeah.
Do you like a superhero film that takes itself too seriously?
I think you have to do one or the other, but go with what you're doing.
Okay. And both of those films, The Dark Knight and Iron Man, do commit to what they are doing.
Yeah. I think that's probably why it works.
I agree. And they came out in the space of a month, I think.
And I think that's the kind of way people see the MCU.
But that's not a thing.
And DC. It's kind of like DC is a bit more serious, whereas the MCU's been seen as being a little bit more lighthearted.
Bearing in mind, this is a point in real life, actively now, where we've got a Supergirl movie coming out just before a Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm. And we all know which one's going to make money. Come on.
Exactly. But there used to be a world, and this is hard to believe, where you can watch 2 different franchises and enjoy them both.
Yes.
What were we doing in 2008?
But didn't we have that last year? Didn't people enjoy the Fantastic Four film and Superman?
Yeah.
But again, everything has to be pitted against something now, and it's really quite sad. Why can't everyone just enjoy shit?
What happened to us as a species where we were just like, that's better than this, and if you don't like it, you're wrong?
Because I can think of movies I like in the MCU, and I can think of movies that I like in DC.
Yeah. And there are some
I just love for being them. I don't love them because of any kind of agenda, or I like one director more than another, or anything like that. Fandoms have got quite toxic.
Yeah, I agree. Let's talk about Tony and Pepper's relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It's not established in this one.
No, but you can tell they've got a bit of a history.
It's a spark there, isn't there?
Yeah,
it's cute for them. But did you see it? Say if it didn't happen, would you have been like, "No, that's a shame," or
a little bit?
Is this film setting it up to be like that's destined to be the person he ends up with?
It's setting it up really well.
Yeah.
I feel like she's believable as the kind of character that won't take any of Tony's bullshit.
Yeah, but she's essentially what Gwyneth Paltrow does in these movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think he likes that. He likes someone who can stand up to him. He was trustworthy.
It's weird you should say that, because Downey Jr. is a very short man.
He isn't.
Would you like me to Google how short Downey Jr. is?
Oh, don't shame him.
And you'll notice this in movies going forward. A lot of the times he's either like on a platform, or he's wearing just really big heeled shoes.
He's got his platforms on.
No, he really does. And it's quite glaring sometimes. I think it happens in this at one point. Gwyneth Paltrow is 5'9" tall.
Okay.
Jeff Bridges, the villain in this, is 6 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to take a guess as to how tall that our hero, Robert Downey Jr.
5'4".
Is a little bit taller than that.
5'5".
5'8".
Aww.
He is short.
He's a mini kid.
He's shorter than Gwyneth Paltrow by an inch.
Aww.
He's a tiny man.
Little teeny tiny man.
He should have been cast as Ant-Man, and they wouldn't have had to use any CGI because he's so small.
Put him in your pocket. Do you think he'll look tall and imposing as Doomsday?
Well, now I know he's 5'8". No.
I'm worried about that for them.
No, because in later movies he goes face to face with.
No, I mean, I'm worried about his performance as Doomsday.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about it?
I'm worried he's going to Tony Stark it up. But I am judging him before I've watched it, so that's kind of unfair.
But this is a thing that the MCU later gets into. It gets into variants of people, and I think it's hinted that Doctor Doom is a variant of Tony Stark. Which kind of makes sense. I don't know how it's going to work in a 3-hour movie, and it'll probably be 3.5 hours. Let's face it.
That's my problem with these movies in general. I feel like all of them are too long.
That's 2 hours, and I don't think you could have cut anything out of that.
I feel like the beginning bit, the terrorist stuff, went on for some time.
Okay,
personally,
yeah, that's fair. But you need it to establish. It's an origin story. You
still could have had it. You could have cut 10 minutes out.
Okay, yeah.
I'm quite cutthroat with my movies, guys. You probably guessed that already. A lot of things I watch, I think, too long.
Yeah. No, like you've told me that about the
majority of movies.
You've told me that about the podcast sometimes. You're like, cut that bit out, don't like that.
Yeah, it's going on for too long this.
You've said that before. You probably, yeah. They've got good chemistry, these two. Big final battle.
Mm-hmm.
The real villain here is the altitude.
It is, yes.
Because Iron Man.
De-icer.
Yeah. Do you think this film would be different if it had a de-icing system?
Yes.
Okay. There's a pattern that is going to start emerging with Tony Stark movies in particular, is that from every film that happens, the events of one movie happens, and then he learns something, and the suit is then different.
As it should be, because people in general are supposed to do that in life. You do some training, and then you're supposed to get better, aren't you?
Yeah. So, for example, the icing problem, in the film, he fixes it.
There'll be things like with aeroplanes and stuff when you think about how they've developed over the years.
Yeah.
You realise it's a problem, so you change shape.
Do you think the problem was the shape?
It was for airplane windows.
Oh, is that right?
They used to be square.
Why did that change?
Because it's like a weak point where it can lose pressure. So that's why they've got the circular thing now.
Oh, is that true?
It is true.
I didn't know things. Thank you.
There you go. So it could be things like that. A lot of it's testing, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's going to work, what isn't. And then obviously, as he meets different villains, he's going to find out different weak spots in his suit.
The end goal for the villain is what exactly?
He wants Tony Stark gone. He's wanted that from the beginning. It's established.
Okay.
Because he wants the keys to the Empire all by himself. He's greedy, effectively.
Corporate greed is the...
Even though he's got plenty of money, and Tony's ultimately the one who's spearheading the company, it's his inventions.
It's his name.
It's not enough. He wants more.
Okay.
And when he gets the idea of these suits...
that he was able to build in a cave with a box of scraps, yeah?
He wants to use those again. It's all about money. It doesn't care about who the people are that get hurt in the meantime. Even with the final battle, is like, collateral damage. For him to hurt a family felt very easy for him.
Okay, yeah. But if he didn't... If he kept his mouth shut, do you think Tony would have eventually gone, yeah, let's make 1,000 of these?
No.
Okay.
I still think they're dangerous, don't you think? I think Tony's clever enough to go, even him to go, no amount of money would ever make us want this, because if it gets into the wrong hands, these can do all types of things.
Well, that is glanced at in the second one a little bit. I can't wait to talk about it. It's my favourite sequence in that.
Okay.
I like the second one at points.
Right, okay.
Do you see where this is going?
Someone's going to get hold of the suit he shouldn't have, and yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I think I haven't seen Iron Man 2 in such a long time. However, do you see this where this is going in terms of a franchise? Because this was a gamble.
Well, I do now because obviously I know what's going to exist afterwards.
Let me use my neuralizer from Men in Black movies, right? You've not seen any movies, right?
Okay.
You've just watched Iron Man and you loved it. Yeah, you liked it. I'm being kind. Do you see where this could go?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know why? Because Nick Fury rocks up at the end.
People wouldn't have known back then to have stayed behind for credits.
I didn't. I remember seeing this in the cinema and we left straight away. Because why would we stay?
Do. Yeah.
Why would we know that Samuel L. Jackson was going to rock up as the director of S.H.I.E.L.D.? And at that point, I wasn't big on comics back then. I don't know what S.H.I.E.L.D. is.
I don't think people were as big on comics back then as they are now.
Yeah.
So I remember at the end of Infinity War. No, it wasn't. Endgame. The one where they all went into dust.
Infinity War.
I remember watching the post-credit scene to that, and as soon as the Captain Marvel symbol came up, everyone was going, "Oh my god, that's Captain Marvel!" I'd never even heard of that.
At that point,
I'm not a comic nerd, but I hadn't heard of it. But everyone around me seemed to have done, and this included families with young children. It was the children that knew what it was.
Yeah.
And I thought that probably wouldn't have been the case back then.
It's tricky because I think everyone knows what the Avengers is. Even back then, I think there would have been an idea, maybe like Spider-Man and the X-Men and stuff, but people would have had an idea as it's a gang of superheroes.
Because I remember when these films, when everybody was seeing them, irrespective of if they were fans of superheroes or not, these were the big action films.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that's the case. I think there's diminishing returns a little bit. Maybe not in terms of money.
Because that's one of the reasons I went to see these films. These were the big action films of the time.
But this is at a point where the next film in the MCU is The Incredible Hulk, and not many people went to see that. It made money, but no one was clued in to the fact that that was essentially a sequel to this.
Unless they tell people that it is, would they necessarily know?
Well, I don't want to spoil the post-credit scenes for that movie, but it connects to this heavily. But how would you know even then?
As soon as it started to get established, I think, especially after the Avengers happened.
Yeah.
And then all these other characters started to come in. Obviously, the internet's booming more and more and more. People are starting to connect the dots a lot more. More people are going out and reading comics. It all kind of snowballed.
I think it's done well for the first time it's happened. Bear in mind, when there's an MCU post-credit scene these days, a lot of the time it isn't paid off.
No, they just put any old shit in now, don't
exactly.
they?
Like Harry Styles is yet to rock up again, right? So
it was the people waiting at the end of the Michael Jackson film earlier this year. It's like, what are you waiting for?
I remember working at the cinema when Bohemian Rhapsody came out, and people stayed at the credits. It's like, he's not going to join the Avengers, guys.
Yeah. Freddie's going to be joining the MCU.
Yeah.
Oh, what a time that would be, though.
But I think these are the foundations of a decent, and let's face it, good franchise. One that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, okay. When this kind of hit, like when the others kind of all together, I think it really started to make a difference when the Avengers happened.
Yeah.
I think it really cemented everything.
Well, that's the turning point. That movie, it made the first one to make $1 billion.
Yeah.
This did well. This made all right money, but
you've got the makings of something that we didn't know was already going to be really successful.
It was a gamble.
Yeah.
By Marvel, because at this point Marvel wasn't doing great. So they were just like, right, fuck it, let's make that Iron Man movie, and we'll throw somebody at the Incredible Hulk and see if it sticks. Luckily, this is the first one they went with.
Yeah.
And it stuck. I don't think it would be the case if the Incredible Hulk came first.
Or would they not care?
Maybe. It's difficult.
Because people don't think about the other Hulk film.
No, yeah. And you thought that was part of the MCU? That Eric Bana bad movie?
I'm never sure. You know what? There's so many different random things now you need to have watched.
Yeah. Well, now technically, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is the first MCU movie. Maybe even X-Men. Because they're all in it. Do you know what I mean?
It's getting so complicated.
It's too complicated.
I think the problem is as well, watching these now again, is I've already got superhero fatigue.
Okay. But
that might be a problem now.
I've got like another 26 movies to watch.
Fucking hell.
We don't. We will stop at some point. But I see what you mean. But is it refreshing to go back to the origins of this franchise?
It's nice to see where they came from, and then to know that they're going to end up with loads of sky beams and twisty turnies.
Oh yeah, sky beams,
multi-universes, and all sorts of shit that we end up with later on.
If you wanted a sky beam, 2016 was your year.
So this is one where it was kept simple. You didn't need to have watched a million other films to understand what was going on.
And I think that is the joy of it. It is simple. It's a simple origin story.
Mm-hmm. It's where Marvel's getting its problems now. You needed to have watched several different TV shows. You needed to have watched this film first to get this one there. It's like no one cares.
I think this is well directed, which doesn't usually come in the same sentence as a Jon Favreau movie. I think he's a director who got lucky once. And this is the one time he's managed to put a decent film together. But the benefit he's got is a talented cast, incredible CGI.
Yeah, the effects really made this.
Yeah, absolutely. And an open approach. Like I said, it's a gamble. So why not throw it at the wall and see if it sticks?
Yeah.
Good for them. Better than Space Jam, this one?
Same.
As good as?
Yeah, the effects, because obviously I've finally watched Space Jam now.
Yeah.
So yes, effects-wise, I think I'd still put it on the same level. There was no Bugs Bunny in it, so we can't score it higher, unfortunately.
What have you given this on Letterboxd?
I'll be giving it a 3.5.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
It's getting a half for its special effects alone.
What didn't you like about it?
It went on a bit for me.
Okay.
Again, that beginning bit was a bit of a drag.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it's better than Space Jam. I think, but I remember how I felt coming out of the cinema for this.
You're looking at this with nostalgia glasses on, a little bit.
But I think I can, because I was there at the start. Is that weird?
Whereas I'm watching it like I've seen a lot of these films now.
Essentially now, the MCU has become something you can watch in the background.
Yeah, and that's how it feels.
Yeah. Absolutely, that's the vibe these are going for. But I've got a soft spot for this one.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, though.
I think it's the best one of Phase 1 that's not... Oh, no, actually, tell a lie. The first Captain America is pretty solid.
Actually, I went to see Captain America and I did enjoy that.
Yeah, so did I.
I'm such a sucker for a World War II aesthetic.
But do you like... What about Thor?
I did go and see Thor.
Okay. But at that point, did you know that you had 2 Iron Man movies and an Incredible Hulk movie?
No.
Yeah, that's the problem. Incredible Hulk next. I don't think you're going to vibe with that.
Probably not, no.
Because you don't like the Hulk as a character?
Or... I did. I liked him as a character in the Avengers, but they made him a proper joke in the last movie, didn't they?
Okay, I think you might get something out of this then.
Okay.
Because he's not a joke. He's far from a joke.
Yeah, like I liked his character, how they started off with him. But Mark Ruffalo played him really nicely, and then they just turned him into a twat, and I thought, what are you doing?
If you like Mark Ruffalo, you're going to be very disappointed.
Well, I'm willing to give it a chance.
Yeah. But, we're going to watch that one. I think you are going to be mad at yourself for making me watch these now.
Probably. I'm already feeling it.
But we made a podcast.
We did. It is hard, guys, at the moment with our baby. And it's so warm.
It's so hot.
We're to do these so late at night when she's finally asleep.
We're on the back end of a heat wave as well.
Yeah, and the house is sufficiently cool. It's just been horrible, hasn't it?
It's been nasty. But we'll have more stuff for you. Incredible Hulk, Big Green Boy.
Yeah, we're hulking tomorrow, aren't we?
Today. Yeah. Today, Iron Man. Better than Space Jam, confirmed.
Checking the time. Nope, we've got another 3/4 of an hour. Then we can say we're hulking today.
But tune in and we'll see you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.